When it comes to the topic of artificial intelligence, you might think of names like Elon Musk or Sophia the robot. There's plenty of controversy over the future of these robotic minds. For instance, the looming threat of job domination by AI and the question of their morality. But even through the fear, there have been clear advancements as well. While technology continues to evolve and humankind debates over its place in the world, the integration of mechanical minds into our society remains inevitable. Thus, the only reasonable option moving forward is for us to consider the benefits, downsides, and ethical implications of our treatment of these AI in the future, then come to a collective decision on the best path to take. When considering the future of humanity with artificial intelligence, it's easy to forget that AI has already made monumental changes to our daily lives. Take the medical field, for example. Doctors can quickly and efficiently figure out what's wrong with their patients using online databases, those of which can do anything from digging into patients' family or medical history to finding patients with similar symptoms and analyzing their diagnosis. Visual recognition software has also proven to be 5 to 10% more effective than the average physician when diagnosing patients, allowing medication and recovery to come much quicker than before.
I will scan you now. Scan complete. You have a slight epidermal abrasion on your forearm. I suggest an antibacterial spray.
However, while AI has proven to help advance the medical field now and has the potential to do more in the future, many fear that the values and intuition of human doctors will be lost if artificial intelligence takes their place. This is why it is so significant that AI in the medical field should grow more towards aiding doctors in the future rather than replacing them.
AI hasn't only been used in the medical field. Artificial intelligence has found its way into a plethora of jobs, and each advancement in technology brings more and more AI into the workforce as a whole. While this does improve the quality of the work they do, a major issue many have with this is the rapidly diminishing availability for new jobs and the possibility of the removal of humans from the workforce entirely. However, there are many professions that rely on empathy and creativity, both of which can't currently be replicated by any sort of machine or learning software. This means that jobs which rely on the two will have the most security in the future, and the split between humans and AIs will always be the capacity for human emotion.
The emotional barrier, as stated before, hasn't been broken by any sort of artificial intelligence just yet, but the future definitely holds potential for it. In fact, AI are advancing at such a rapid rate that the topic of human rights for robotic minds is fairly prevalent in today's society. Artificial minds already learn from their mistakes, and some can even make decisions on their own based on them. It's only a matter of time before they can develop their own opinions and express their own emotions. When it comes down to it, these bots will inevitably begin to learn from us, and at that point, a choice must be made. We either treat these AI with respect and teach them empathy without bias, or we shut down the production of their sentience before shutting them down becomes an ethical issue.
With the potential of programming artificial intelligence to do good, the same can be said for the flip side. One recent study showed an AI programmed to think malicious thoughts and to see the world in negative ways. Thankfully, it was developed in a controlled environment, but the potential for evil bots is now a very real and very serious possible future for a world with these AI.
Even with their technological and ethical advancements, AIs at their core are still technology, and technology has its weaknesses. With online attacks being so frequent today, the safety of these minds can't be guaranteed. Whether the AI is a simple bot for carrying out tasks or a near-perfect mimic of a human being, hackers will always have the potential to render these machines useless at best or violent at worst, with the hacker being able to steal information, cripple machinery, and worse. As artificial intelligence becomes more and more efficient, the cost of these cyber attacks becomes higher and higher, greatly increasing the risk of the continued integration of AI into our society.
The potential to use these AI against the human race is unfortunately inevitable, regardless, as many new robotics and types of artificial intelligences are going to be used by the military much more prevalently in the future. Boston Dynamics, for example, has a contract with the US military, not unlike Google, which is doing the same with what they call Project Maven. Whether programmed for malice or to have no feelings at all, bots will be used in wars overseas. This may be a good thing, as it will decrease the amount of human lives lost, but seeing as these robots will be made to kill, they will have no moral boundaries and will not hesitate to follow through with their programming. Additionally, as mentioned before, the potential to hack and disable these bots is also very real and very scary.
The future with these robots is quite scary, and the world knows it. Unfortunately, fear is a great source of revenue for anyone producing content, and robots are typically depicted in media, especially in movies, as something to fear. The public is conditioned to believe that robots will take over the world, take their jobs, and potentially destroy their way of living. While it's true that the evolution of AI will make monumental changes, many people don't open their eyes to all the good that artificial intelligence can do for the world. That's not to say they're perfect, of course. The AI debate is much more complex than it seems on the surface. Many are blinded by bias, fear, and a general lack of knowledge on the subject, and in this confusion will come chaos. If the world can't come together and make a collective decision on the future with these bots, there won't be any evolution from our side. AI will outpace us then, and that our future has only negative outcomes. The only true way to take the future into your own hands is to do your own research and form your own opinions. One thing that can't continue is the way we think. Fearing the future won't stop it, and realizing that will help to improve our way of life, whether we decide to embrace our robotic future or fight it.